Hi, Fremont family. So I remember a time about 5 years ago. I was with my family in San Diego, and we were on the beach. We had rented bodyboards so we could go body surfing on the boards. And then out of nowhere, it began to storm. Like it began to rain heavy in San Diego during the summer, and so we found ourselves like running to find cover. We were in our bathing suits, like we had gone to the beach. And so all of a sudden, really what came to mind is in this torrential downpour is to use the bodyboards, put them above our heads, really to act as shelter from this unexpected storm. And that's really what our passage is about today in Psalm 18. So I'm going to read Psalm 18, 1 through 3, and I'll give you the context and how really this speaks into our lives today. So Psalm 18, 1 through 3. I love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My God, my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies. Now, in the context here is really talking about David and Saul. So Saul was the king, but David was being groomed to be king by God. And naturally, Saul didn't like this. So he's hunting David down. And on one occasion, David and his men are in the cave when Saul comes in, but he has no idea that David and his men are in there. So he comes in, and David's men tell him, "Hey, here's your chance. You can take Saul out, and the kingship is yours." But David refrains, and he says, "Well, who am I that I should touch the Lord's anointed?" And so what we have here is really David completely submitting, completely yielding to God. And I think that's one way that we take refuge in him, is submitting our entire lives to him rather than forcibly taking control of our lives. See, we're going to take refuge from the storms of life somewhere. We're either going to really take refuge in ourselves, and we're going to make things happen, which is only going to intensify really our anxiousness and busyness, or we're going to take refuge in God, kind of like we took refuge under the bodyboards. And one of the ways we do that is really by kind of a yielding, a surrender to God. So I want to ask you this. What's an area of your life that maybe it's been a little extra stressful, where you have felt compelled to really want to kind of take things into your own hands, or rather than more of an open hand posture yielding to God? One of the ways that we take refuge in him is to relinquish control, really kind of surrender to his timetable, and really yield and watch him act on our behalf. Eventually, David did become king. Eventually, my family and I got dry. And as we yield to him, we will be protected from the storms in life.